Hello, today I'm going to be teaching you how to make an origami Firebase logo. If you don't already know, the Firebase logo looks a little something like this. This is a completed model I made out of just a post-it note, but today we're going to be making a little bit bigger of a model. So, you're going to want to start with a square piece of paper like this, and the first fold you're going to want to do is fold it just in half, diagonally. I'm just going to fold along this line right here. Alright, so the next fold we want to make is fold it in half horizontally. But right here, note that you don't want to fold the entire thing, you just want to make a pinch. This is just going to be a reference for us later. Then after that, you're going to do a similar step, folding up to the pinch you just made halfway, and make another pinch. Do not crease the whole way. And so then, after this, you want to fold up to that final pinch you just made, but this time you want to crease it the entire way. Okay, and so next, what you want to do is copy those instructions going this direction. So like before, first fold in half. Just make a pinch right here. And as before, make another pinch. And then finally fold up to that latest pinch, creasing the entire way. Okay, so now what we want to do is make that fold that we just made beforehand, this fold right here, and make both of these at the same time. And you'll notice that because we have this crease diagonally, it'll naturally fall along that crease. And you have this little point sticking up right here. And then you can just fold that down, like so. So as you can tell right now, we have a nice little square going on. So right now we want to flip the model over. Make sure this little point is down here at the bottom. It doesn't actually matter which way it's folded, but I prefer to keep it down. So now what we want to do is actually flip the model back over, and what we want to do, you see the square right here, we want to fold the diagonal along this line. So flip the model back over and fold this up and crease along the whole diagonal. And while we're here, something we can do as well is we can go ahead and fold these little triangles back along the crease we just made. So these little triangles right here, this one and this one. So what I can do is open this up and fold it in. And fold this back down. You want to make sure that this lays flat. Okay, so now we can go ahead and turn the model over. Like before, make sure that this little point is down here on the bottom left for these next few folds. So what we want to do next is similar to the last fold, or I should say the first fold. Fold up to the very center point right here, but just make a light crease. Don't fold the entire way, and preferably make a light crease along the right side. So this should mark about 1/4 of the page. And then we want to do the same thing over here. We want to mark 1/4 of the page here. So make a slight crease at the top, marking 1/4 of the page. All right, so the final step before we collapse the model is remake this fold right here, but only going up to the center point. So I like to push down on the center point a little bit. And as you can see, I'm making this fold, but only up to the center point. And then what we want to do is we want to line up this edge with this mark that we just made up here. It's going to look something like this. You can see how these two are lined up right here. And then we want to crease that the entire way. and the model will not lie flat right here. So you just want to make the crease and unfold. And then we want to do the same thing to this one up here. So we make this fold at the top right, only up to the center, and then fold up to this quarter mark. And crease. Okay, and so now we can go ahead and collapse the model. So what we want to do here is pop the center out. So the center is facing towards us. And we want to remake this fold, this fold, this fold, this fold, all at the same time. So what we want to do, I like to start with this corner right here, fold it over the fold we just made, and then take this corner, fold it over the fold we made before that. And as you can see, it's starting to kind of collapse. So we want to continue along that. So this fold that we already have right here, press down, and you can see we have the Firebase shape starting to emerge. So now this part down here is not creased. So what we want to do is set it down and crease down here so that it lies flat. Okay. So at this point, what we want to do is we want to fold this part back to actually match the Firebase logo, as you can see up here. So to do that, we want to first make a line that's 90 degrees to this line right here and intersects right here. So fold this up, straight up, and then we want to stop the fold at this point right here, where all these lines intersect. And then this point right here should go up to here, to this line. And then right here, also don't make a strong crease. We just want to have a reference fold. So you can see we have this line right here. And then what we want to do, let me crease that a little bit stronger right here. So we have this right here. And then what we want to do is we want to fold this point to this point. And again, just make a reference fold. You don't have to crease the whole way. So I'm just going to make a slight pinch. And then in order to make this fold right here, we want to fold from the bottom of this crease right here to this crease. We want to fold backwards. That should look something like this. If you don't want to make those reference folds, sometimes you can just eyeball it and get pretty close. This part is pretty much up to taste, whatever you think looks best. So there you can see we pretty much have our Firebase logo emerging, but we have this paper right here. So we want to get rid of that. So the next step is going to be a little bit more complicated, so we want to turn the model over, unfold this fold we just made, and open this up. And you can see we have this little flap of paper behind here. So we want to free that paper all the way down, so free that entire edge, like so. And if you see it from the front, it looks like this. And then we want to remake this fold that we just made here. So this fold right here, we want to redo that, but over here. So open up the model again, and make that same fold in here, and then close up the model. Folding along this line right here. So we're going to take that fold and kind of turn it inside out. Okay, there we go. And the only thing left is we want to fold along this crease right here. So just fold that back. And there you have it. You should have a completed Firebase logo. If you have any tips for how to make this logo better, please feel free to leave a comment, and thank you for watching.